Upcoming, my next lecture in office to help bulletproof your family and make sure we prevent you from having serious diseases. One of the leading diseases that is killing literally 1 in 3 people, or 1 in 3 people are getting this disease. 2/3 of those people will die from it, is cancer, the big C. And people are terrified of this disease for good reasons, because it does devastate our society. It's also a multi-trillion-dollar industry treating it with chemo radiation, with agents that are actually carcinogens themselves, and we only have limited success doing that. So we need to start looking outside of that and looking at the information that is solid, that shows you can prevent many cancers in your lifestyle. Actually, the research is now supporting 60 up to 90% of them are lifestyle related, meaning the chemicals and toxins and things you have control over. There's 10 to 30% that isn't. And this year it rings close to my own heart, because I am dealing with a family member close to me, my wife, who has gone through that process, and you know, literally we've had to make drastic changes. We're wondering, and taking as some of you, well, if you're doing healthy things, what do you need to do different? How can you do different? And I've been researching heavily this disease process over the last 6 months, a lot of my time outside the office. I go to lectures, seminars, reading big, thick books, give you the tools so that you don't have to do all that. If you have a loved one yourself or somebody suffering, I also have a naturopath in Peterborough who has a special interest and does IV therapies with nutrients for people to work with the medical industry or separately from it, depending on what a person's philosophical choices are in dealing with the disease. The Cancer Killers book will go through a Dr. Charles Major, who was stage 4 metastatic brain cancer he had, and he did, through using natural and alternative means, healed his body to where there's no more sign of cancer in it whatsoever, and he was scheduled within weeks to live in a hospital, and they said they couldn't do anything else for him. He chose a different way and brought his body back to health. So when we go over this year, there's going to be a focus on women's for 2 reasons. The breast cancers, and we see a lot of fundraisers out there going towards them. It's in the media these days, and female cancers that are out there. We're going to have a little special focus, but this is for all people. And when you look at the similarities of disease process, we start to understand underlying inflammation. We're going to talk heavily about keeping it low, removing the things that irritate your body so that we reduce our exposure to cancer. And there's nothing, I just need to make sure people know, nobody has 100% knows what's going on with this disease. It can be caused by chemicals, it can be caused by viruses and bacteria, and we have genes involved with it, and epigenetics, which is our society. So I'm here to simplify it, sort it all out for you, so that you don't have to end up in that stage where you get that diagnosis, or you get that symptom, and then your life is turned upside down, and also economically turned upside down. Very expensive even in Canada to deal with cancer now, because not everything is covered. So make sure you mark your calendars, October 19th. Go up to the front desk, put your name down. Unless you are 100% certain you know how to stop cancer in your family or lifestyle, you need to get there so we can start upping that certainty level and protecting you and your family. And don't just make it about yourself. Take the people around you who are not doing healthy things, and this is the time to pull them in, get them thinking differently than what mainstream media is trying to pump to them all the time, so they can take back control of their health. Using the 5 essentials, we absolutely scientifically can move people towards cancer prevention and stopping, or at least slowing down, this devastating disease process. October 19th, 6:30. I'll be there. Make sure you are too.